We are in the Drow outpost of House Avrindar here on level 4, the Twisted Caverns. Um, there are a dozen very sickly, too sick to fight Drow around. Um, um, and it kind of has the outpost uneasy. And the leader of the outpost, a Drow priestess named Melith, um, proposed a temporary alliance. She explained that the Mad Mage Hallister has cut off their communication from other levels. So they've been unable to contact House Avrindar on the other levels um, for reinforcements. So they are trapped in these caves, and they wanted you to go kill this aboleth. What they don't know is that you've already killed the aboleth, and I think you were discussing how you were gonna break that to them, or even if you were going to. But But that is where we're starting this week. This Drow priestess and her consort, a female mage by the name of Thurza, is with her. So the two of them are are in control of this outpost and negotiating for you to destroy this aboleth that is haunting this level.
You guys don't want me talking.
I'm horrible, horrible liar. I should not be the one to try.
My guy's built off intimidation. I'm a -1 on lying.
Well, I mean, maybe we can handle that. Do you know where we can find it?
So they don't have an exact source, but they know it's operating obviously from the river nearby. And they say if you can deal with this creature, that they will provide you with the knowledge and means to progress down to the next level, level 5.
Okay, and what do you need as proof?
What would they need as proof? I suppose some part of the aboleth, some identifiable alien part. They can describe its physiology enough that you could say one of its tentacles, maybe.
You gonna make me go grab that off its dead, rotting corpse?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you say?
Yes.
All right. You did battle with this creature already, and lived to tell the tale.
And its buddies.
Melith turns to the mage at her side and whispers something in her ear, and that mage looks at you and holds out her hands and says, "Do not take alarm. I am confirming your story." And she begins to cast a spell.
That would be an Arcana check to see if we know what the spell is, right?
I could do the same.
All right. You're gonna make me look up a spell, huh?
No, I'm just curious.
All right, with a good Arcana check, I'm not going to tell you a specific spell because honestly, I'm using DM magic, quote unquote, where she's doing something to just project. Maybe she's got a familiar, let's say, that's circling in the area, and so she's taking a moment to look through that familiar's eyes.
She's doing a divination to look at the area.
Right, she's doing a generic thing to see, and comes back after a moment and nods and says the voices from the river have gone quiet. So that's when Melith says to her mage lieutenant there, we should see if we could establish contact with the other levels again. And the mage nods in agreement. Melith turns back to you and says, "Very well. You have upheld your end of the bargain, and we shall uphold ours. In a cavern not far south of here, you will find a few rafts." And you are free to take one of them down the river. The river is how you reach level 5 of Undermountain. She says her drow don't have any forces currently on level 5, but the House Avrindar is operating on lower levels.
All right. Should we head that way, or do we want to keep exploring?
Well, the deal with Dan was if we cleared this floor, we get a long rest.
I guess we're going to clear the floor.
That was it, right, Dan?
Yeah, or when you decide to move on to level 5, you'll get the rest then. You can see in this chamber over here, I feel compelled to point out, over here, you can see one of those arch gates clearly on the wall. This arch gate is set into the back wall and carved with images of falling coins, and a thin slot is carved into the arch's keystone.
Another one of these, huh?
Yes.
Who's the
You
one that
haven't
wants to put the
used,
coin in?
other than kind of look through them, you haven't really used one yet.
Yeah.
I thought we went through one.
We did go through, but we came back.
Right, you took a peek and then came back.
I thought that's the first time we met the actual cartoon guy, that he was inside one of those portals.
Yeah, I think so.
That was after the girl had nuked us in that room. I remember all the stupid stuff.
Glad you do. Stuff is gone for me as soon as it happens.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we tried it. Can we send a familiar through and see if that works, or does it actually have to be one of us?
No, you can send a familiar through. It's gonna get the potential bad effects of one of the dungeon rooms. I think did sending a familiar through at one point earlier do something to actually kill the familiar
I think so.
instantly? I think.
I'm pretty sure that's
It's
it.
not going to be sunny.
Right.
I mean, I've been through one of them. I wouldn't mind. I'd be okay with trying it again, I guess.
Yeah, we've all been through them. It's, if you guys want to go through, I'll go through with you.
So, when the drow see you preoccupied with this gate, for the moment, they tell you it's no use, that they haven't been able to make it work, and they suspect it's one of Hallister's pranks. In a similar fashion, they haven't been able to send any magical messages to House Avrindar and any of the other levels.
Really? How do you send them normally?
Ascending spell.
Huh.
The ascending spell is a third level spell. It's a pretty powerful spell. You can send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. You can send this message across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But Hallister apparently shut all that down.
If I had a guess, that would be my best guess. And as I say that, I walk towards the portal. Anyone else coming over?
Yep.
Sure.
And I'm going to pull out a gold coin and try to put it in the slot.
Okay, you're going to put a gold coin in the slot.
Yeah.
Feeding a gold coin into the keystone slot causes the coin to disappear. And the gate opens. And the drow around you are all completely astonished. The last time they knew, the gate had been shut down and was unable to be used.
They're probably just too cheap to spend a gold.
I just kind of got that touch.
What kind of coin did you use? I'm sorry?
Gold.
A gold coin. Okay, yep.
Well, let me guess. The different coins makes the difference.
It does, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Cheap.
Glad I didn't use a copper.
Lightning bolt.
So this gate opens, and the drow tell you flat out that they know that it's a gate to level 2.
Level 2. Okay.
Yeah, back up to level 2. And the drow are hurriedly getting supplies together. They're thankful now. Melith says that the House Obrindar forces on level 2 will be able to come and reinforce them here on level 4. So
Is that the one we wiped out?
yeah, it is who you wiped out,
Uh-huh.
but they don't
They
know
don't know
that
that.
they don't know that they're wiped out yet.
Well, let's get going, guys. The opposite direction.
Do you want us to give them a message?
Who a message?
We're going to go through the gate to level 2.
You want to go? You're going to go through the gate?
Can you come back this way with it, or is it one way?
No, yeah, you can come back if you go that way.
You guys want to go through or stay here?
I don't see any real reason to go through other than to find out where it comes out.
Yeah, but at this point, if we open it and we don't go through, won't it kind of look suspicious?
I mean, we want to go down, and like that's the whole point. We were trading information with them before, and like we told them we'd beat the monster.
Yeah, I mean, and also, if they were like, oh, it goes to 2, it's like, oh, we've already been there. Never mind.
Yeah, no, we're going down. They're just trying to get back home, so why not go down?
Okay. Yeah, we should probably get out of here before they go through, because probably a bunch of dead, rotting corpses on the other side of that gate.
Probably true.
All right, I jumped back to level 2 for a second just to look what was going on there. But I'm back on level 4 now. Here we go. And so you guys, sounds like the drow are going to do their own thing. And it seems like it's imminent that they're going to find out about the massacre of their forces on level 2. So you guys are have free to leave at this point. I don't know that you did anything to destroy the bodies, and you know that one one ability that Drow priestesses have is to question the dead.
Speak with dead.
So it's not far fetched to say that House Ovrindar is going to learn of who massacred their forces on level 2.
Great.
So, guys, I got an idea. They go through the gate. If it gets to the point where the mage is on one side and the priest is on another side, we jump the one that's on our side, clear that out, and then take care of the rest.
Honestly, I don't know. Personally, I'm not super worried about any of it, really.
All right.
Like, what, are they going to come after us?
Yeah, I was about to say, we leave now, and then, it could be some other parting adventure group. Couldn't just necessarily be us. We just leave before they realize,
Yeah, I think I'm up for leaving.
All right.
And they're level 2 folks just kind of got wrecked by us anyway, so.
Yeah, she's gonna speak to the other priestess that's laying dead over there and find the whole story out.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, if we took out an entire drow town, what are they going to do? Come after us? We'll just take them out too.
With another Drow town, right? Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
just kill that. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, they'll come with us to the whole fucking army.
Or send word ahead.
Well, that's true too.
Then they can
No witnesses.
That has been my motto so far. That's why I'm kind of.
No witnesses?
I have been going by that motto, haven't I?
Well, we also got to consider that, we're down 3 people this week. Maybe we should just leave before it gets worse.
That's why I was trying to split the spellcasters.
Well, the Drow, for their part, you're free to leave whenever you want, and she's guiding you to a cavern that's down here. She says here's where they keep their Zerkwood rafts, and you are welcome to take one to ply the river down to level 5.
All right, so I get.
Okay, I've got a cunning plan. Yeah, if we go to the rest, why don't we just take them all so they can't pursue us?
There's an idea.
Oh, we take one raft and burn the other 2? I don't know.
How big is the room in front of the deep portal?
Well, you can see it. Marista and Nautico and Safina are in there. Yeah, Bardor, you're there too.
Is it 5 or 10 feet per square?
Derek, excuse me. It's 5. Each token is 5 squared. 5 foot square.
Okay, so fireball going off and they won't collapse the room.
Yeah, the room is about 25 foot across. 25, 30 foot across, but a fireball would largely fill up this entire chamber.
Yeah, it'd have to be a little smaller to maybe collapse it.
Well, it's rough-hewn stone, so I don't know that a fireball would collapse anything.
Yeah.
A shatter
let's just-
spell, could collapse a tunnel. I don't know if fireball would though.
Well, we used to light them off in like a 10 by 10. It was a 100-foot area would blow it off in a 20-foot area for compression. At least that's how my DM looked at it back then.
I try not to get too inventive with physics in the game. For example, like lightning bolt in a body of water. You could have a lot of fun with saying anyone standing in the entire Lake Zarovich, if you cast a lightning bolt in it. But I'll just keep, the direct game effects as direct game effects.
Cool. All right. With that said, if they go through, do we want to destroy the to try to destroy the gates so they can't come back?
You know that a lot of Undermountain can't be defaced. That it's actually magically protected.
Oh, so we won't be able to destroy it then.
Right. Efforts to reshape Undermountain against Hallister's wishes are ultimately futile.
Well, all right.
Damn it, this is when I need Bardor so I can make a shield like Stargate.
I don't know. Let's just
Get out of here, go to the next level. So we
yeah. Yeah, if they come after us, they come after us. Yeah.
just look at them. I look at you guys, shake my head, summons my axe. Going to the rafts, right?
Going
Yep.
to the rafts, all right. Let me know if you just want me to move you guys down there.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Not
Hmm.
feeling the journey.
Yeah.
There's Marista. There's Nautico. Safina.
I'm just saying, when we're knee deep in slaughtering them, I will say I told you so.
There's Sloth.
Oh no, I'm fully expecting to have to fight them, but we'll deal with it when it happens.
All right. So as you enter this cavern, let me check this cavern. Okay, let's get everybody to make perception checks.
Cool.
Sorry, I ran to the other room to steal licorice from Roxanne. What am I doing?
Perception
What's
check.
up?
All right. So as you come into this cavern, you do not notice the two dark mantles that are disguised as stalactites up among the ceiling.
Battle axe.
But your battle axe has the "you can't be surprised" feature, right? So
Yeah.
soon as the creatures reveal themselves not to be normal stalactites, Derek's forewarning axe picks up, so there is no surprise, and we will roll for initiative.
I do like that axe.
That's the one you picked for the campaign, right?
No, I picked the armor for the campaign, and then we got it. We got something to choose another one. Then we all talked about it, and we chose that.
Oh, right. I think it was a fortuitous circumstance. I let you pick a magic item, right?
Yep, I think so.
That has saved us more than once.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'll roll for sloth here. We got 1, 2, 3. What do we got?
Sunny. I gotta drop Sunny on the board, don't I?
I think, is this Sunny or is this Peepers?
That's Sunny.
That's Sunny.
Damn it, did it again.
And then we need Nautico.
7 was Sunny. Derek had a 14.
Sorry about that. I thought I rolled.
That's okay. Derek was 14, and Sunny is 7.
Yes.
All right, that's everybody. You guys should make fairly quick work of this. This isn't too challenging, I don't think. But we will see. Just edging out Marizda is the Dark Mantle. Let me zoom in here and get a nice, good, close look at you guys. You're so grown up. All right, this Dark Mantle here is going to attack. There are 5 targets, so we'll roll a d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going at Sloth. Alright, here comes the attack on Sloth. Sloth's armor class is 16. Okay, so the Dark Mantle attacks and hits Sloth for 7 bludgeoning damage. And the Dark Mantle has attached himself to Sloth.
Do I get a reaction?
What it triggers your reaction?
He just moved from beside me to over the sloth, right?
Yeah, so you get an opportunity attack, right? Oh, no, sorry. He descended from the ceiling. He wasn't near you.
Okay.
He descended straight down on top of Sloth. He didn't move away from you, technically.
Okay. I just saw the icon right next to me. And then
Right.
I was,
Yeah, no, that's where we lose a little bit of the third dimension sometimes on these maps. Um, but um, but anyway, the Dark Mantle has attached itself to Sloth, engulfing his head. So Sloth is blinded. And where's the blind condition? Right here. So he's blinded. He's
this,
unable to breathe. Um, you can detach the Dark Mantle by making a DC 13 Strength check as an action.
or you can just kill it.
Right. All right, and then we go to Marizda.
Okay. All right. I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna throw an ice knife at this guy.
All right. So the left here.
Yeah. I guess the one closest to me.
Yeah, to
I
your
guess would be
left.
that
Right.
guy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here it comes. Oh, hang on. Oh, there it goes.
12 hits.
Oh, okay.
5 piercing damage.
And then I guess it shatters or explodes after that.
And he gets a dex save.
Uh,
And he made his dex save.
okay.
So you tell me whether that's half damage or not.
Let's see.
He doesn't take the extra dice.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it doesn't. No.
Okay, so he makes his save. He takes no extra damage. All right.
Right.
Nanako.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step over here so I'm on the other side of Sloth, and I think I'm just gonna, for now, play it safe, and I'm just gonna whack it with my mace.
All right, so a 7. Unfortunately, misses. Sloth is kind of flailing around with this thing suffocating him on his head. You're swinging and just not connecting. And then we go to Derek.
Well, I'm gonna walk up and slap it with my battle axe.
All right. There's a hit for 16 damage. No,
No,
15.
15. 15.
All right. Fitting. Sloth, for his part, is blinded, which means that his attack rolls have disadvantage. Um,
Can he try to break it off himself?
yeah, I suppose he's just going to make a strength action. DC 13. Oh, Sloth tries to pull this thing off, but he doesn't do it.
He's just a boy.
Mr. Owl,
Help action.
4.
Myself.
All right. Dark Mantle over here, let's see, is going to attack Nautico. 21 hits.
Yep.
So, Nautico, you are blinded. You're not technically grappled. So I should take the technical grapple off Sloth, because grapple means you can't move. And the fact is, you can still move. You can run all around. This thing's just attached to you. So it's going to go even if you run. But you are blinded. So take the 9 points of damage. You're unable to breathe, but what's your constitution?
My constitution is, let's see, it's +1.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for like 2 minutes. It's unlikely that the fight is going to last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we don't need to bother tracking your suffocation, because the fight is going to end long before that happens. So. Leela.
Okay, so this one is on Nautico, which means no longer in the air.
That's correct.
All right. We'll use the bonus action to throw Hex on it. And take one swing at it and not do so well, and then take the second swing at it and do a little better.
All right, 11 points of damage. All right, and no damage transference property. Sometimes things that wrap around you cause damage to be shared by the thing that's wrapped around, but
Yeah, I wondered
not
about that.
so, not so with the Dark Mantle. So,
Cool.
all right. So this guy he just took a big hit from Bardor's axe. He hadn't been hit to that point. And so he doesn't like that very much. And he's going to detach himself from Sloth and fly back up to the ceiling.
Does that provoke an attack?
Yes. And you hit for 10 damage.
Yes.
All right, so as it begins to take off, you see it let go of Sloth to begin to flee, and you cut it down, and it falls to floor in ribbons. And that's when we go to Marista.
Sorry. So the other one's still attached to Nautico?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna move and I'm gonna go Primal Savage on it.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, there's a hit for 12, and you cut it to ribbons. Excellent job. It's 50 XP each. Not a lot, but not a major threat. Just some bat-like creatures that were haunting this cave. And you see there are 2 rafts, as promised in this cave.
Hop on the raft and get going.
Should we steal the other raft? Take it with us?
Take 2.
Hop on both rafts. Just one less way for them to chase after us.
Oh, we light it on fire to smoke up the cabins as we go.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we could do that. Pull it onto shore and light
I
it
was
on
about
fire.
to say, can all of us, like, party of 7 actually fit on one raft, or do we need the 2 for the whole party?
You know, probably for the 2 of you, you would be more comfortable on 2 rafts, or for all 7 of you, rather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You figure, what, there's 8 of you when you count Sloth, right?
Yep.
4
So
on
I
each
probably
raft,
count as 2 people.
right? Alright, so I'm going to move y'all down to where we actually get going onto level 5 here. We're in the river. Let me see if I can find some rafts from the web. Here we go. There's a nice raft. Here. We'll put one here. I'll put another one here. Everybody with me so far?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay, so going down to level 5. Let me open up level 5. Level 5 is known as Willowwood.
You know what I think our first goal should be?
But
Find a safe spot to take a long rest.
Right? Let's give you that
Right.
long rest now. Actually, everybody can go ahead and take that long rest.
Sure.
We'll say that you just drift down the river for hours, and it gives you a chance to rest up. The river of depths twists below the mountain, sometimes lit by iridescent fungi, but more often cloaked in darkness, and the further on you go, the quicker it grows, until the waters swell into rapids and its roar into thunder. And we're going to do a little skill challenge here.
So you're telling me we're on a raft, we're in rapids with a dwarf and plate mill.
Right.
This-
So,
I highly recommend it, but whitewater rafting is so much fun.
Oh, I've done it. I did it over in Austria.
We're going to do it in the Grand Canyon next year.
I don't do it anymore. A lot younger and crazier.
it's been a long time since I've done it, but I had a hell of a lot of fun when I did it.
Actually, I'm going in 2 weeks.
Nice. Where are you going?
Yeah. Deerfield?
Okay. All right, so we're going to do a little skill challenge here. You've got to succeed on 4 ability checks before failing 3. Once any specific character has used a specific skill, they personally can't use it again for the remainder of the challenge. So if Derek uses athletics at some point in the skill challenge, he cannot use athletics again. When it comes back to his turn, he'll have to try to leverage a different skill.
Yeah, that's a +7 one.
So we're going to roll for initiative simply to have an order for you all to go in. You're not even necessarily going to have to specifically adhere to that order, but it will be helpful. So you can all roll initiative. I think we can leave the owl out of this one.
That was actually Derek's roll. My thing is screwy.
You had the owl selected.
It's that time. Switch over.
So Derek's roll was 8.
Yeah, I can re-roll, but 8 was good.
8.
That puts me on the board and edit it.
All right, we'll leave Sloth out of this one here. So, So again, the river is now swelled into these rapids in this rough water. What would you like to do, Marista? Which of your skills would you like to leverage to help deal with this rough water?
Back in the freezer.
Okay. Let me see. I'm just gonna take a quick look here.
Can you choose any skill no matter what?
The idea is if you can lawyer it, if you can get me to go along with it, then if you decide that you studied a lot of history about underground rivers, I might make it a DC 20, but
Well, okay. I wonder if it's possible if I could use nature, like just knowing the natural, function and what's the word I'm looking for? The hydraulics of rivers. And flows.
What about survival? How are you at survival?
+3.
And what are you at nature?
+6.
Let's go with a survival check to see how you can, if you can navigate the channel without crashing into the rocks.
Okay, here's.
Okay, so we'll call that. You know what? And I didn't really want to force your hand there, but I think even if you had a nature roll, you rolled
What is the DC?
6, so that would have been a 12. It still wouldn't have been enough.
Could I use a luck? Could I use a luck point?
Sure, you can.
Okay, so I just roll it again.
Right. There you go. All right. Excellent. So that turned success into one failure into 1 success. Let me get a little clip pad here, and we'll call it 1 success, 0 failures. All right. Excellent. So Marissa was able to use a little bit of lucky survival skill to navigate the rocks of the rough water and keep the rafts from becoming damaged. Now then, the river comes down a little bit and goes back quiet, and that's when you can see up ahead a band of Grimlocks are spearfishing along the river. Now, Grimlocks are usually blind, so this does not have to be a fight. You might be able to stealth by undetected, or use performance to sound like a predator and maybe scare them off, or do a sleight of hand check to toss an object that might distract them. What kind of ideas do you have, Nautico?
So actually, was that my turn or?
Yeah, that was your turn, John, right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's a good question because my skill And a perception or insight check wouldn't be useful in like trying to figure out a good way to angle the ship.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you a good perception to see if you can notice the Grimlocks early enough, you can steer your boat well clear of them. Ooh, unfortunately, that's a fail. Unfortunately, um, you try to pick a path that takes you by them, but you didn't count on the Grimlock's keen hearing, and they ended up hurling a number of spears at you. We're going to say one spear for each of you, so I'm going to roll 4d20s. Ooh, look at that. So going left to right as your icons appear on the bottom, I hit Leela, I missed Nadako, I hit Marizda, and I missed Derek. So Leela and Marizda, you each take 8 points of damage from spears being chucked by the Grimlocks. But other than that, your boat ends up drifting out of range, and they are no longer a threat to you as you continue to sail down the river.
Next time we see shore things, we just all try to hide behind me.
And we go a little bit further, and you can see in this section of the river, there are stalactites hanging from the ceiling that are to be avoided. But you know where there are stalactites, so too are there stalagmites, likely under the water line. So Derek, maybe you've got a nature or survival check to maybe call attention to look out for these stalagmites.
Oh, you really hit a weak one there. That's all right. Tiny little. All right, I'll try survival. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to go well.
Is there any other skill you could think to leverage?
Perception? Or either that or athletics just to yank the raft the way I want it to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think perception roll, you rolled a 7, right? Or you
Oh, yeah, that
rolled a
was
6.
survival.
You rolled a 6, so I think, yeah, so that's 2 failures, unfortunately. And that's when we go to next in our skill challenge. And Leela, the river takes a sudden turn, and the vessel does crash into the rocks. Not enough to arrest your movement, but enough to overturn the raft. Suggestions include athletics to overpower the momentum. Or to snatch a falling comrade, or perhaps insight to predict this fate and steer the vessel clear of the rocks?
Yeah, probably the athletics option. Let's go for that.
Nice. All right, 2 successes.
Hey.
Nice roll.
Right on.
All right, and we said we need to get four successes before 3 failures, and you've got 2 failures.
Uh-oh.
Right, and we are back round at Marizda now. Marizda, the hull of the raft was breached by some of the stones, and it's affected the seaworthiness of the vessel. Is there anything you can think of, any skill you could leverage that might be there to help out with this hole in the raft?
Looking. Investigation?
Sure, I'll give it to you for 15, though.
All right, here goes.
Nice. 3 successes. Very good. All right. So your investigative work was in finding different materials that you had on you that you could actually utilize to repair the boat. So you ended up going through everyone's packs, looking for whatever materials you could use, and that was your
A little
investigation.
spit and glue.
Right, right. So excellent. You just need one more success. You also only need one more failure, and that is when we'll come to Nadeko. Now, in front of you is the image of a hydra whose many heads are rising up from the waters. The beast opens its maws, and acid boils up from its throat. What do you want to do about this?
Oh, that's not good.
Now,
Well-
I'm going to give you a hint here. A discerning character would know that hydras don't spit acid.
Okay, dumb question. How would
Yeah.
I check if I have monster knowledge? Like, is that a history check, or is that more like...
I would call that arcana or nature. Or if you
Ooh,
wanted
neither.
to try to disbelieve an illusion, you could make an investigation check.
Let me look at these stuff, because they're all arcane. Yeah, they're all not that high. So you know what? I'm going to do an investigation, because I don't know if Nanako even knows what a Hydra is.
Ooh.
Okay, unfortunately, that is 3 failures. Unfortunately, you failed the skill challenge. I'm very sorry to say. So, as a consequence of failure, the vessels that you're on have been destroyed, and you are all overcome by the rapids. Eventually, you spill out into Willowwood, but only after each of you suffers 19 bludgeoning damage.
Well, could be worse, I suppose.
That's for all of us?
Right. Now, despite all attempts to steal yourselves, the Mad Mage once again has crept up to your shoulder and surprised you with yet another twisted secret. To think these fools, the Kuatoa, would worship him, to think that he would abandon them to such an insatiable tyrant. Did it amuse him? It had to, of course it did. All of Undermountain is a series of bad jokes and failed experiments made only to entertain the Mad Mage. You're just the latest one. But you eventually watch up on a beach. Let me get your tokens placed on the beach. I got them way too zoomed in. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. Characters. Here we go with Derek. Leela. I'm going to drop Luis, even though he's not here. Marizda. Nadeko. Here's Orla. And Whisper Tinkle. Whisper Tinkle is tiny. Let's fix that. Okay.
Kitty size.
Finally, Human Sloth. Tiny sloth. There we go. All right. So we've got everybody. Everybody can see here.
Yep.
All right. Um. So the river spills out into a vast cavern. Not a cavern, but a valley green with life. Trees dyed in autumnal shades of yellow and orange, and brush as thick as a vagrant's hair. You hear birds singing on the wind. Yes, actual wind. You cast your eyes skyward, and lo and behold, there shines the sun. The actual sun. A breeze kisses your clammy skin and promises well needed respite. Can this be real? As if to answer your question, there on the pebbled banks of the river stands a wooden sign upon which a warning has been written in 3 languages. Behold Willow's Wood, harm not, lest ye be harmed. Again, on a plank written in 3 languages.
All right. Seems like one hell of an illusion, but
Your surprise is immutable. The splendor of the place is titanic. Your very heart shudders. Is this a paradise? A pocket of paradise shelved between the oppressive shadows of Undermountain? Surely it must be a trick. Surely. And yet it still draws a tear to your eye to see even a shadow of the world above that you left behind.
So I really hate this place.
I love it. This is incredible.
The sun is shining, so I'm going to turn on the daylight here. Let me go to the dynamic lighting and turn on daylight.
Is that going to mess you up, Nautica?
That's what I was about to ask. Is this, affecting me in any way? Am I squinting a lot right now?
It is daylight, so if you do have disadvantage in the daylight, sunlight sensitivity, it does count as daytime.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, that's my question. Yep, it's a sunlight sensitivity, so
What's that do?
I'm not great. I have disadvantage on perception checks, and that's not great as a cleric.
Right.
And it's my highest skill, so it's the one thing I kind of had going for me.
But that also hurts your cleric part, too.
Yeah.
That's a dual whack.
Ouch.
So put the cleric in the middle, and let's get through here.
No more headlights.
She had a reduction?
Oh. Oh no.
Sorry, that was too easy.
I was about to say, it's just the dark vision, you know? I still get that because I'm a Twilight Domain cleric. I just don't work as well in the light. It's like a glow-in-the-dark, what am I? It's like I'm a glow stick, basically. I work better in the dark.
Oh, nice.
All right, and with that,
Yeah.
send the owl out.
So you can see an old grave. Thin rays of light penetrate this ancient grove, and the trees above are bearded with moss, but those close to the ground are burned and long since dead. And between them lies a gravestone.
Is there any writing on the gravestone?
That's why I was moving up so I can get the owl closer, I guess.
Why don't you guys give the owl a break on this level? You won't. You won't. This is a little bit more of a narrative level than an explorative level. So you guys can do your own recon without the owl.
Okay.
Perfect.
So the grave is carved in the likeness of a rose and reads, "Here lies Krasan, human friend and companion." Let me see these. Let me read this. Okay, so as described in A2G. You hear a whispery voice as you approach the grave. And it says, "Take my wand. Use it to destroy Willow the Elf Witch."
Guys feel like digging up a body?
I mean, the only problem though is, like, would we be able to use it because we don't have a wizard in the party?
I think I can use some wands.
Or is it just like a magical item they call a wand?
Could be that too.
I'm pretty sure I can use wands as long as whatever the spell is something that's on my list.
Or it also could be a trap and we're gonna get in a fight.
Or that.
So do you want to play grave robbers?
And I'm curious to at least learn, who this witch is.
Before we go digging everything up, I'm going to take a closer look at the grave to see if there's anything else unusual.
No.
Do we have a shovel?
Not me.
Let me check I don't think I do. Nope.
Neither do I.
And neither do I.
Well, so it's just like a gravestone?
Right.
Maybe do we know for sure that the wand is actually buried?
Or you want to tip over the gravestone and see what happens?
Well, I'm not. You're really jumping from A to B there. I'm thinking
I'm
more
wondering-
just like looking around it.
Would it detect magic might locate it?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You want to cast detect
I
magic?
could try to detect magic, maybe.
All right. You're going to cast it and use a spell slot, or you're going to do it as a ritual?
Actually, should I use the Wand of Secrets?
Why don't we ritual cast it and the rest of us will keep an eye out while he does that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right. So you take 10 minutes to ritually cast detect magic, and you don't use the spell slot. And yes, you are. Let me see if it says specifically. You are detecting a bit of evocation magic in the grave.
I mean, I guess we'll just have to start digging with our hands.
And it takes a little bit of time digging with your hands, but eventually you do uncover a human skeleton clad in tattered clothes, holding this.
Oh, hello.
Who's your daddy?
Can anyone use this, or is this magic users only?
Attunement by a spellcaster. Is that just me? Well, I guess anyone who's...
Who can cast
Mm.
spells,
Oh.
right?
Yeah,
That actually could be
clerics
me
do that?
too.
I think I could
Yep.
use it.
Fight, fight, fight!
I don't think putting that on me would be the wisest move.
Why don't you guys talk about it for a
Yeah.
second? I'm going to refill my cup. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you call yourself a missile in this game. Adding that wand would truly make it come full circle. But no, I like Marista's suggestion.
Yeah, because I'm usually up front trying to keep them corralled.
Yeah, same.
So should I take the wand then?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you.
I mean, do I like the imagery of a dwarf coming at you, slamming you in the face, and then pulling out a wand and blowing it off in your nose? Yeah, I kind of like that idea, but
Yeah. My only thought for me was, the odd time where I'm not up close, it's like, oh well, I got nothing to do until I get there. But I'd rather have it in Marista's hands.
yeah. I just liked it just for the visual in my head.
Oh, absolutely.
See that little orange picture there? Now imagine a fireball coming out of that.
Well, yeah, and look, I mean, you read the text on the wand. I mean, you can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. And then it regains 1d6 plus 1 daily at dawn. So, you can kick the crap out of people daily with this thing.
Every long rest.
And yeah, if you spend the wand's last charge, roll a d20 on a 1, the wand crumbles. But, save 1 charge basically, unless you really need it.
Yeah. We're going to start seeing a lot of fireballs, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do wish I could have found that picture I found with an axe instead of a hammer.
Oh, yeah. For sure. See if you can get someone to, not redraw it, but alter it.
I'll render it in.
Yeah.
That's my daughter. Yeah, that's what kids are always better at that crap.
I've had a couple portraits commissioned from Fiverr. So, there, you could probably find someone there.
Yeah.
Okay. You got the whole wand business sorted out?
Yeah, Marista's going to take it.
All right, very good. All right, so that is what you hear now. This voice, this disembodied voice, is keeps ranting and raving about how the elven witch must be put down.
Behold Willow's wood, harm not lest to be harmed. Take my wand, use it to destroy Willow. So, kind of conflicting messages here.
Well, the behold was the wooden sign.
Yeah. No,
Then-
I know, but I'm saying,
Okay, you got it.
yeah, we've got conflicting information from two sources. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out who Willow is at some point.
I guess unless you don't follow that sign, that's what happens to you.
Yeah. I don't know. We shall see.
Oh, I know we will.
So moving on from this area here, there's really only one area for you to go in, and that is down here. So you can, once you're ready to move on, you can just go ahead and move your tokens right over here, and I'll describe what you kind of see going on in the next area here.
And Leela's loving it. She's kind of like prancing the best you can in plate armor. Just loving the environment.
So
and then
as
looking over at Nautico and going, oh, right, sorry.
right,
As I rumble along.
Oh my god, wait. There's a meme where it's like rainbow friend and like emo friend.
Oh, yes. I know that one.
Yes, and that's exactly how I imagine it. Is Leela's the smiling, like happy rainbow, and then like right now in Attica's the very mopey black cloud.
right. Did any of you guys want to take a short rest after that battering you took in the rapids? Spend some hit dice or anything?
Aren't we do a long rest?
We already
That
did.
was before everything happened.
Oh shoot. Okay, I must have been away from my computer.
I wouldn't totally mind. I'm down a little bit, but not the work. You guys want to?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a safe place at this point.
Ritual cast the tiny hut, so we'll have that.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
All right. So, are you spending just a short rest?
Yeah.
You're gonna spend a third level spell on a short rest?
No, I'm
Oh.
casting it as a ritual.
Oh, you can ritual cast it.
Yes.
Excellent. And therefore, it doesn't matter because you're not worried about the spell slot, right?
Exactly.
Right.
As long as I have 10 minutes.
Right. All right. Now, do you guys do anything like setting a campfire, gathering firewood, anything along that nature, or are you just trying to keep this pretty utilitarian?
No, probably just hanging out.
Right.
I mean, being inside the hut. Let's see.
So as we get down through this pass here, wind ripples through these woods, and on it rides an odd sound, a moan, an incessant and eerie moan that drifts far from the northwest. Um, Curious and cautious, you continue through the brush. There it is again, but as you scan the woods, your eyes fall west. Actually, I have to move you down a little bit further for that. Let me see. Where's everybody? We got everybody together? Let me get Marista down here. So as we get into this area...
She was looking at her shiny new toy.
Right. So from here to the west, you can see a stone tower stands before the setting sun, with stony boughs made to resemble branches protruding from its walls and darkened figures hanging from these crumbling limbs like ornaments. Giant bats or birds, perhaps? And for a... Over here, you could see a 15-foot-high iron portcullis is embedded in the stone wall at the mouth of a long tunnel. Let's see what you see behind you here. There are these structures, these walls and walkways that connect different buildings that you can see here in Willow's Wood. And they're in different states of disrepair. Over in this direction, you can see on higher ground squat 2 stone guardhouses braided with moss and vines. Marble walkways, at least 20 feet from the forest floor, converge on this knoll, snaking out in all cardinal directions. To where they go, you don't know yet, but clearly someone or someones have brought a shred of civilization to these strange woods. So, in summation, you've got some 2 windowless stone guardhouses over here. You've got a gate and portcullis here that opens to a tunnel. You've got a big stone tower that is shaped like a tree with giant bats or birds hanging off of it in this direction.
Dan?
Yes. Yes, and you can see down in that section of the forest. Let me try to get this is area 5. So let me just read what area 5 has to say. The inner forest. So you can see that there are several awakened trees moving about the wood in there.
So we have walking trees. Okay.
Should we check out the towers since we walked past them?
Sure.
Is there a door anywhere?
So you're
The lighting kind of messes it up if there's doors.
on these guardhouses here you're checking out?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let me start up here. Okay, so the guardhouses. So, yeah. There are some doors. We've got... So you've got the north guardhouse right here, and the door right here.
Okay.
And the south guardhouse has a door right here that you can see.
So where do you want to go first?
Let's go north.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you what you see in here. So, a rusty lantern hanging from a rafter brightly illuminates this musty room that contains 4 wooden beds with moldy mattresses. At the foot of each bed is an empty, overturned chest. And you can see another door out to the north.
Another door the north of this room.
Yeah, right there, right.
Okay. Let's pop it open.
All right, before I do that, I
Did you
just
say
wanna
there were
read-
chests?
Yeah, overturned empty chests.
Oh, empty. Okay.
Right.
I like that selective memory.
Wait, did you say chests?
Ooh, Chinese. Okay, so I guess I'll go through this door.
1 second.
Oh, sorry.
Just want to read here. All right.
I bunched up on the door. Do you feel
Door
like a
open.
SWAT team?
Oh,
Deeper through the woods you delve until you until all around you are webs. Webs as thick as a mother's loves. Webs festooned with desiccated beasts, cocooned in silk. You can see 5 ettercaps and 10 giant spiders here living in the trees. When you open the door, they all begin to move to attack.
great.
Well, since I'm resistant to poison, I'm jumping up front. Should we use the door as our as a box thing? Just keep inside the door and let them come to us, so they can only get so many at a time.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
This is bad.
For you or us?
Yes.
Do you think we just, if you step back right beside me, we can just both sit there and pound them?
This would be a good spot for like a wand of some sort. Maybe something that throws fireballs. I don't know.
Let's let them gather first.
Right.
I hate to almost like say lambs to the slaughter. I can only hope it's the way I think it is.
All right, roll for initiative.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh, thanks for the reminder, Dan.
You noticed that, huh?
Yeah.
Trying to decide how that's all going to shake out here in a minute. Once you meet Miss Willow.
And then I got an 18. It didn't pop over. I gotta get this straight one of these days.
All right, is everybody on the initiative board that we're aware of? Oh, wait, where's Sloth? We got to get Sloth with you. Can't forget Sloth. You guys need all the help you can get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might help to have 3 more players here.
Right.
Is Derek on the initiative?
Who's that?
Derek, I don't see his 18.
No, I don't see him in there. I see the owl for 2. Derek had 18.
Yes.
All right, so going first is this Ettercap.
We're just holding till they get to us, right?
Right. Let's see what his distance is. He's right 30 feet from the 2 of you in the door. All right, so let's 1-2 this. All right, going at Derek. The Ettercap lobs a glob of sticky web at you in an effort to restrain you, but it hits the wall next to you and has no effect. This giant spider. One second here. Let me see which one that was. Other cap.
See, they started it this time. We did not attack.
A reasonable person might make that distinction. An unreasonable person might not care. Guess which one you're dealing with.
All
right.
All right.
All right, so Derek, you got caught in that one. You are restrained. As an action, you can make a strength check or attack the web directly, even try to burn it. But this spider here shot you with his web and is scrambling in your direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's recharge. It doesn't, so his web ability doesn't recharge. And then we go to Nautico.
If I don't care about the restraint, I can just attack as normal, right?
Restrained, your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Ah.
All right,
Oh,
Nautico.
great. Spiders. We're dealing with spiders. That's fun. At least that's all I can see from the doorway is the spiders. Alrighty. Yeah, I am just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna drop a moonbeam in there. Cause looks like it's a small space, so I'm gonna try and drop it like here.
My wife is giving me ice cream. I'm sorry,
Very
your moonbeam is going to have to wait a second. I've got Ben and Jerry's.
I can understand.
Mm.
I work across the street from a Ben and Jerry's, so I get it.
Oh my God, they have stores?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there's a whole Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, we've got a store in my town.
Mm.
And where I went down to school in North Carolina, there was a store.
I
Nice.
think there's one in Hanover, or right around that area, Dan.
I thought I saw one at the casino. Now my wife is holding out her hand like she wants her ice cream back. Nom,
What is
nom,
she
nom.
saying? It's not yours?
That's what she's claiming.
Yeah.
She's saying something about half of everything I own is hers.
Oh, right.
All right, where were we? Okay, so we were doing a what? A moonbeam.
Yep.
All right, here's a moonbeam graphic. 2, 3, 4. Where would you like that moonbeam placed?
Right
over
here.
there?
So, yeah, so at least. Yeah, actually, I forgot how big it was. Can you move it like down to here? Keep it in the hall, like by the doorway, so that way, if anything like is trying to get through, it has to go through the moonbeam first.
Kind of like place it like right there.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right, anybody who tries to get in there has to enter the moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah, and that's it.
Can anyone say enter the Spartans? Little passage, big battle.
Is that moonbeam? Does that affect us too, or just hostiles?
I believe it's just hostiles, but let me just double check on that. Ta-da! It just says a creature enters the spell. Yeah, it doesn't specify anything about allies or enemies.
Yeah, so it's an equal opportunity. Ouch.
Right.
Yeah.
So now here's my question.
Well, it says a creature's turn, but I assume.
Yeah, that would be any creature,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, Dan?
So does a creature with an intelligence of 2 have enough sense not to walk into a not obvious spell effect? I mean, this moonbeam, it's not like it's walking into fire.
You ever watch a moth to a flame?
Right. I think
All
he's
he knows is that I made it glow. That's all they know.
right. So he's just seeing the spotlight on the ground. He's not that bright. So he's going to step right into it. So what happens when he enters the moonbeam?
Well, let me see. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
16, made it.
Yep.
So it takes half damage.
Yes.
3 radiant damage.
Oh, I'm right. I rolled above.
All right. And now the spider, for his part, is going to try to attack the restrained Derek. $21?
22.
Ooh, all right. Does not pierce your armor. And then you, Sir Derek, get to respond.
All right, first things first. This friggin' restraint. It's got a 10, right?
Right, armor class 10, so that's a hit. Five slashing damage. Okay, so you cut your way out of the webbing.
And the next one goes to the spider that's right in front of me.
$14 just hits. Eight slashing damage.
That's how I attack normally. I don't do it that way. And that should be it.
All right, so if that's it for Derek, we go to Giant Spider. I gotta think this through. This is gonna ruin this level.
Did we go where we weren't supposed to?
Well, you're doing what D&D players do. I throw a bunch of monsters at you. What do D&D players? What's their instinct? Fight them, kill them. I mean, it's what the game is. It's just in this particular instance, killing them is going to get you into a lot of trouble. And this person is not rational. This person is not going to be able to be talked down out of this. So we're going straight to end game, and you're skipping everything in the middle.
Great.
You were supposed to come to the conclusion real slowly that this chick was bad news and needed to go. And there was a whole bunch of story and things like that, and you're not going to get any of that. What you are going to get is you'll win this fight, and then a homicidal maniac druidess is going to go, "You killed my spiders," and she's going to fucking nuke you.
I love that I just got in a minute ago, and I hear you explaining how he stepped in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm as a DM, I'm sitting here kind of reeling, going like, how do I get this back on track? And I don't know that I can. I think
Is this Droughtown all over again?
Oh, I think that it might be
Effectively.
worse.
Effectively. All right.
Yeah, so
this This
And again, it's when Whisper Tinkle isn't here, which I find very funny because he and Luis are the only two I think who weren't there for the fight.
So Derek, you got hit again with more webbing.
Oh, they actually hit me tonight. I'm gonna have to do something about that.
All right, and that's all that giant spider has. And then the Ettercap for his point, he is gonna. Yeah. All right, Marista.
Okay. So actually, I am going to reinforce the barrier that Nautical put up, and I'm going to cast a moonbeam myself, and I'll put it right there. Let's see.
I love this note, this DM note. I'm just gonna screenshot this here because this is where I let you guys like peek behind the curtain so you can see all the fun of being a DM. So this is literally what it says. It's up to you to enforce that, is what it says. Like, thanks. So I should just arbitrarily decide whether, like,
Whether we get our ass kicked.
it's up to me to enforce it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It said you say it right there. It says if you kill one, even one, it provokes Swallow's wrath.
Well, the whole damn game is up to you to enforce.
Right?
So-
Exactly. All right, so Marista cast a moonbeam, huh? Dueling
Yeah.
moonbeams?
Dual beams, I guess.
All right, where do you want yours to be centered?
Yeah, right behind, or just in front of Nauticus.
Right in back of the other one, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so that will take effect on its turn. It doesn't do anything when you cast it, unfortunately. Is Moonbeam concentration, by the way? It is, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's Nautico and Marista concentrating. All right, that's when we go to Leela.
Hey guys, weren't we supposed to not harm things? I'm gonna shut the door.
Now, don't feel obliged on my account to make this encounter go a certain way. If your natural inclination is to kill first and ask questions later.
That's me.
So, yes, because they came, rushing towards us, but we did have the warning. So
did.
if the warning wasn't there, I would absolutely be like, we're just gonna stomp everything and see what happens. The fact that there's the warning there, is like hey, wait a second, and we're actually, we're not in the room, so we have an easy out, which is just closing the door.
Right.
So because of the, situation where we're all standing, plus the warning, I think Leela would have, well, maybe not. She has an 8 intelligence and an 8 wisdom.
Yeah, I was about to say, Nanako is like, is okay-ish. She can put 2 and 2 together, but it takes a minute to get there.
Yeah, I think somebody else would be the one to kind of step in then.
I kill.
I'm not Yeah, I'm not playing to my. Let's see. Do I have?
For Ola when she's the one that pulls us back in?
This is what
Maybe
happens
like-
when Orla's not here, right?
How about this, Dan? Give me a DC for an insight check, and that'll decide whether I keep attacking or not. Make it pretty high.
What about lucky number 13?
13. All right. So I think Leela is at least able to figure out, like, wait a second.
We were
And she'll
warned.
not close the door, but she'll say, hey, we were warned. And ready in action to attack if anyone else attacks.
You should close the door. If you had the insight to get the insight, you should close the door because otherwise this is going to keep going. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
I'm in.
guess. Well, Nautico's next.
Because you
Yeah.
know me, if you don't close that door, you know what I'm going to do.
I know you, but Nautico's before you. So I'm going to wait to see if she figures it out. But I am going to not attack.
All right. We do a little bit of shuffling of giant spiders here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to try to get you with the webbing, Leela, unless you wanted to move away as part of your turn.
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
All right, so you got blasted with the webbing.
Yep.
All right. Out of web. All right. All right. Sloth doesn't have much he can do. How smart is Sloth? He's intelligence 9. He's average intelligence. Let's give it a
Can I modify my ready to action?
Yeah.
If Nautico attacks, not Sloth, because I assume that he's just going to do something dumb.
Got it. Let's give it a 50-50 shot whether he does something dumb. 01 through 50, Sloth does nothing. 51 through 100, he shoots. He shoots.
That's pretty decisive.
He's following Derek's lead.
Yeah.
And he missed
Well,
it.
he doesn't know any
Let's say
better.
Mom's not around, so he can,
Yeah.
he's got to think for himself.
All right, so this one is going to try to get an attack on you, Leela.
Mhm.
17.
That's a miss.
All right. All right, coming at Marista. Does a 11 hit? No. This Ettercap here,
That's a miss.
right? This Ettercap is going to try same thing. And miss. And he's out of web. Nobody's webs are recharging. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right. And we'll go in at Nautico. 15 misses, right?
Yes.
All right. His web does recharge. Okay. All right. Then we go lastly to Sunny.
Sonny's going to fly out. The guy in the middle give the help action to Derek and fly back.
All right. All right. Etacap here is willing to stand back and let the big bad spiders do the heavy lifting. He's got no web to shoot, but it recharges for him, so he's got that going for him. Then we go to this giant spider here, who's going to take an attack on Derek. 21, just missed. Nautico.
Okay. I mean, if they're trying to like web us, I'm assuming they're eating us for dinner. Okay, I was raised with a certain mindset that spiders are dangerous creatures, so I take them as threats. With that moonbeam up, I'm gonna take out my crossbow and just aim a shot at the guy, the doorway.
All right.
To the shade of the door.
18 hits for 3. And does that trigger Leela's readied action?
It does. So
We are committed.
a 14 and a 10.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. 14 and 10. 14 hits for 5 damage. And we go to Giant Spider, who... He's got advantage on Leela and Derek, so let's see who he's going to attack. Coming at Leela.
Does he take damage for being in the moonbeam?
Oh, he sure does, right. Constitution save. He made his save, so that's half damage, and what was it, 8?
Oh, that's right. We're restrained, Leela.
Yep.
So I think it was 8 damage on that moonbeam from John, or from Nautico. This is Nautico's moonbeam, but he made his save, so he only takes 4, right? And
Nautico's, yes.
Yeah.
And then the giant spider attacks Leela. Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
All right, so take 11 piercing damage and make a something's not right here on the giant spider text. I have to look it up on D&D Beyond real quick.
Mhm.
Giant. No, let's do word spider.
Yeah, that text is definitely wrong.
Right. Giant spider. So a giant spider's bite calls for a DC 11 con saving throw. All right, so you take half as much poison damage, so only 3 points of poison damage. And you do not have the poisoned condition.
All right.
All right. And then we go to Derek, who's restrained in the webbing.
And here we go again. First, we have to hit the webbing. That hits the webbing. That breaks the webbing. Then we smack the guy in front of me.
Oh, yeah. Five damage.
And then we're going to bonus action. Show effect. They're hitting me too much. And that's my turn.
All right. Giant spider. I'm going to move.
And I am concentrating.
This
So
giant
that
spider.
one's got to make a save.
All right, starts his turn, makes his save, so he takes 4 points of damage.
That should be 6.
6? Oh, because you rolled
Yep.
a 12?
Yep.
Got it. All right. So yours does 12/6. Got it. Spider takes his damage, scrambles out of one beam into the other, but won't have to worry about that until next turn, and he's going to take a bite at Leela. And it's going to hit for 8 and make another Constitution save. Okay, so take 8 piercing and 5 poison.
Okay.
All right, this Ettercap here. Ettercap is they're one note, but they're trying to overwhelm you with webbing. And that one misses Derek. And doesn't recharge. Marista.
Okay. I'm going to cast an ice knife at this one here.
Okay.
The 3 that are around this guy here, are they all within 5 feet of him?
Two on the right are.
Oh, so this guy and
Oh,
this
I
guy?
see. If you hit him right here, yeah, no, you would get all 3, right?
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Because hopefully I can get some collateral damage going. All right, so here goes.
Okay, so the initial attack missed, which means just the 4 dexterity saving throws.
Yeah,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4. So 2 of them made it. 2 of them didn't. So 2 of them take 11 points of damage, and 2 of them take none. 11 and 11.
No, for a total miss, that works out pretty damn good.
22 points of damage on a miss, right?
On a miss, huh?
All right, Leela.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to hex the one in front of me. Use my spell slot. And then we'll smack him with the greatsword. All right.
What are the odds we head straight to the only room?
Oh, 2 good ones.
This is not the only thing that would attack you on sight. There are other things, but the thing with Willow's restriction is that the animals are free to attack you. You're just not supposed to attack back, or certainly not kill them. But they have certainly no restrictions on killing you. That if a bear kills an adventurer, that's perfectly fine in Willow's book.
How about we kill them, burn the bodies, and get rid of the ashes?
All right, so Leela, that first attack was against the webbing, right?
No, the spider. Oh, I guess that's a disadvantage, right?
Right.
Shit.
You gotta
Well,
get rid of the wet rubbing first. It sucks.
Well, I guess if I roll twice, then it's going to hit either way.
Right.
So 21 or 23, but they both hit.
Right.
So then the second attack is disadvantage. And another 20, another hit.
Still hits. All right. So
29.
29. And you are still restrained in webbing.
Yes.
All right. And that's one thing, Derek, on your attacks against those webs, your attacks should have been at disadvantage. I forgot.
Okay. Oh, I haven't missed a roll yet, so
Well, you didn't roll with disadvantage either, though.
I was just saying that I just would have had to use those. Never mind. My mind.
All right. Let's see. Stupid spider moves into the moonbeam because he doesn't realize it's dangerous. And makes his save, so he takes 6. Nothing he can do. His ability doesn't recharge. And this one here. He scrambles up a little bit. He's going to try to web Derek. 20 misses.
Correct. I'm at 24 right now.
Actually, he didn't have advantage on that, so it was a 12. So a 12 missed. Let's see his recharge. Did recharge. Okay, excellent. Ettercap over here. He's going to try to get Derek in the web. 24. I'm having some lucky shots tonight.
Not this one. I'm not going to eat this one.
Shield puts you at 27.
29.
Right. Shield, wait, you're 22?
24. I'm 24 right now because I have Shield of Faith up, and then I shielded on top of that. Puts me at 29.
Quick search. Wow. That's a hell of a thing. Shield of Faith does stack. Okay. All right. And then we go to Sloth, who is boxed out. But you know what? Sloth's going to come up and he's going to try to rip some webbing off of... Oh, right. Sloth, the webs are resistant to bludgeoning damage. So he only does 4 points of damage, so he does not get you free, unfortunately. He needed to do 1 more point of damage to get you free. So it didn't work. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, hold everything here. 24. 24 is a crit. Crit always hits.
What?
Crit always hits.
Was he a crit on a 19?
No, I'm talking the web that I did at Derek just a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
I won't go back now, but 20 your armor class would have been irrelevant because a crit would have always hit anyway.
Okay.
But again, my bad. I missed it, so I'll just remember that next time. Crits always hit. Crits. Oh, so much shit to remember. Crits always hit. Even if you have a 29 armor class.
That drives you nuts, doesn't it?
Fuck you. Sorry.
I had a 40 in one campaign, and crits is pretty much all they could do.
Right, and that's
So-
all. That's why crits always hit, because it's like it's
But
the
that's why you
only
take
the only respite you have against the impossible shot.
That's why you take the lucky feat.
Right.
No, actually, Dan, I can kind of do this to you. I would have just switched spells and gone silvery bobs and made you re-roll it.
There you go. All right. So I probably would have missed anyway. You're so prepared. I love it. All right. So this Ettercap here, he took his shot. Whatever the fuck he missed. All right. Fine. Does he recharge? No, he doesn't. I don't even remember if he went.
He did not.
This spider here, he's gonna go though. He's gonna attack poor Leela. with advantage. 18.
18 does hit.
All right.
Is he not going to move into his old fallen comrade space?
Yeah, I guess he would.
I mean, just, being logical here.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he's going to make his con save, and then he's
Yeah.
going to take 4 points of damage, and then the 18
Right.
hits.
Right.
Whoops.
So 10, and then con save, right?
Constitution 11.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh, yeah. So you take all 14 poison damage. Ouch.
And poisoned, right?
If the poison damage, no, I guess not. It's the no.
Oh, if it reduces me to 0, I see.
Right.
Ooh, and it's paralyzed while poisoned this way.
Right.
Oh, that's not good.
But that's if it reduces you to 0 hit points.
Yeah, but the next one will.
Right. All right, this guy here. Let's see. Just gonna crowd up. And Leela, I'm sorry, but they keep getting the angle on you. You're up front,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have the angle on Derek yet. 10 misses.
Yep.
This Ettercap over here is gonna come over here. Let's see if his ability recharges. It does. Let me take that blue dot off of him. But unfortunately doesn't have it till his next turn. And we come up to this guy here, who moves up, and he's going to try to web at Derek. 21. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 30 feet? Or is that just beyond 30 feet? Nope, right on the edge. Okay. Another one at Derek. Ooh, 24, but you do have the 29, and that's not a crit, so it still misses.
No, but to be fair, I would have reacted with Silvery Bobs to make you re-roll the other one.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to go back and redo it. You know, we did it. I called it a miss. You shielded, so it was fine. So it was a miss. I'm just going to run with it as
I was just saying because right now I'd be 24 if we had done it the other way.
Right. Yeah. No. We'll go ahead and say that you did use your shield, and so your shield is still in effect, and so a 24 does not hit.
Okay.
All right. But that means you did use your shield.
Yeah, I burnt the spell either way.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. So that was this giant spider. He used his web. It didn't work because of shield. It does not recharge. I put a blue dot on him to remind me he doesn't have any web. And we go to this giant spider over here, who has even less room to move over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess. Again, at Derek for a miss and doesn't recharge.
What's the AoE of that fireball?
A fireball is a 20-foot radius, which a fireball right now would be prime. Someone's got to wand fireballs, right?
Yeah.
All right, player resources. Yeah, just for laughs, there's the area of effect on a fireball.
Jeez.
Yeah, they couldn't really be positioned any better. What do you got, Mr. Owl?
Yeah, he's gonna give Derek the help in the one straight up.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Ettercap. Okay, so he... A lot of webs going around. And that one misses. And does recharge. Okay. This guy here, he's got an attack on Derek, but without advantage. 22 misses, right? Because you're still shielded?
To my beginning of my turn, I think it is, isn't
Right,
it?
right. All right, let's check that web ability. Does it recharge? It does. Okay. So he gets his web back. Then we go to Nautico.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot another crossbow. This guy right there.
All right, 3 points of damage. Still concentrating on your moonbeam.
Yep.
All right. Now we go to Derek.
All right. I'm not webbed for the first time.
I know, right?
That should be with advantage, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
Oh, because of Sunny, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, 15 hits anyway. Just roll another d20 for the crit. Well, you did better,
Yeah.
but unfortunately you didn't crit, so we'll take the damage roll of that first one. So 19 points of damage.
To him, and then 5 to the one to the right of him.
5 to the right. All right. How smart are these ettercaps? These ettercaps aren't that much brighter. It's too bad these guys don't have any ranged attacks.
Can we put an illusion inside the door so when someone opens the door, it looks like the room's normal?
What do you got, Marista?
Well, I do have a wand of fireballs.
You do.
Okay. So if I basically launch it into the middle of the room, that would pretty much get everybody.
They are all clustered within.
Just like we wanted.
Yeah, they are. I mean, if your goal is to get all of them and none of your guys, dropping it right there will do that.
Okay. So let's see. I'm just trying to figure out. All right, so I've got it in my inventory here. I'm just trying to figure out how to.
Here, let me.
How to cast it.
Just drag the fireball spell to your spell sheet. Might be a good way to do it.
I
is
think
it-
he's running off of Beyond.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let me come back to the page here and see if I can help you with that at all. How
Okay.
that works. So Dungeon of the Mad Mage Thursday. Let's look at Marista. And you've added the wand of fireballs to your sheet.
Yep.
So if I look at inventory, there's wand of fireballs. Okay. So I can display it in VTT. And then it says normal roll. What did it do in VTT? Yeah, it just said wand of fireballs. It said it's got 7 charges, right? So it doesn't actually cast the spell. So you
Because
cast
he-
the third level
has-
version of the spell.
He has to declare how many dice he's going to do, and that's how many charges.
So it's a third level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge. It's got 7 charges. So make it like a 9th level spell. You'll still have 1 charge left.
A 9th level fireball.
9th level fireball. That's what I'd do.
Was that 9d6 plus 1?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
weird.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, what's third level?
Yeah, so Johnny, to answer your question, I don't know that there's an easy way to give yourself the fireball spell on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
So we're going to have to manually roll these dice. So let me look up the
Okay.
fireball spell.
So third level fireball is 8d6,
Is
And then add another-
8d6?
and then add another 6d6 on top of that.
So 14d6.
14d6 would be at 9th level.
Jesus Christ. Freaking incinerate the whole room.
So 14d6 did 49 points of damage. So
+1.
plus 1? No, that's the wand regains 1d6 plus 1 charges at dawn.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep. So 14d6. That means anybody who makes their saving throw takes 24 points of damage, which is not enough to kill him. I've actually got to make these saving throws. Great. Okay. See, if the spiders only had 24 hit points, then that would make it
Yeah.
really easy, and I wouldn't have to make all these saving throws. All right. So dexterity saving throw. Against what, a DC? We're talking 15-ish.
Yeah, it's 15.
Save DC
Just-
15. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So starting with the giant spiders, going from top left to bottom right. Saving throw. Fail. Made it. Fail. 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 So this guy takes 24 because he made it, and all the rest take 49. The whole idea with that sound effect is to give you guys the Pavlovian response every time you hear that noise. You're like, yay! It's supposed to release an endorphin in your brain.
Actually, right now, it's because I know what's coming next. It's a cringe every time one
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah, as soon as I killed the first one, it's like, oh, it's official.
We're fucked.
Yeah, because now it's just like cut straight to the end, and
Hey, I will make the argument. It's kill or be killed.
right.
I don't
Oh.
know what else to say.
So that was just the giant spiders. Now I got to do the ettercaps.
Yep.
All right. So the ettercaps, going from left to right. Dexterity save. Fail. Made it. Fail. Made it. So failed is 49, right?
There's 5 of them.
Yes.
There is 5. Thank you. All right, made it.
Wow.
All right. So the ones who failed are taking 49.
Correct.
9. 11. 19. 5. 'I did that wrong.
Yeah, it was 11, 19, 5.
Right.
Either
And then
way.
these last 2 made it. Right. All right. Okay. All right. So, and then no, they take 24.
So just out of curiosity, is like the room on fire? Like, are they gonna take like damage the next, in successive rounds?
Does Fireball read that it sets things on fire? I know some spells
That's a
do.
good
I
question.
don't remember a Fireball.
Yes, it does. It ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
So there are web-covered trees. So the web-covered trees are on fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Making it worse. I love this.
So let me get this. We're attacking so we shouldn't, and we just set up a single flare.
If she didn't know something was going down, in this area of the forest. She does now.
It caught on fire and we don't know what happened, and we tried to save them.
Leela, what do you got?
Oh, so I don't. Okay. I don't have anything directly near me, so I can move to. I'm moving there. I am using 15 points of lay on hands as a bonus action. No, as an action, sorry. And. Well. And that's it. Actually, I'm going to move so that there's no way I can be webbed.
Because you
That's it.
got out of the webbing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well. Oh, right.
You were restrained.
I was restrained, so I guess I can't do that. In that case,
because there was 1 point left in it.
can I, if I was to Misty Step, would that unrestrain me? Because it only teleports me, right? Not the web? Kind of a gray area.
Can you misty step out of bindings?
Yeah.
So it says, can you misty step out of manacles? And I'm seeing here, can one escape a net by misty step? No, they cannot. Misty step, you teleport that you can see. Well, this doesn't say. I don't know. It's unclear. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's stuck to you.
Okay. Well, even if it's stuck to me, I can still Misty Step.
Yes.
So I'm still going to Misty Step to here. So that's a bonus action.
Right.
And then use my action will be lay on hands. So it just cost me a spell slot, basically. That's fine.
Right. Okay. All right. This guy, after seeing a fireball released, decides, fuck this, I'm out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes the dodge action. He dashes. He's running and hiding. Sloth, for his part, doesn't want to enter that moonbeam, right? Because that would hurt. So he's going to take a shot and hit for 3 piercing damage. All right. This Ettercap is out. The giant spider is out. And then we're at Mr. Owl.
Everything's running. He's just gonna fly in and go over there. And that's it.
All right. All right, Nautico.
Hey, I can't really see. There's I can't see any more spiders or. Oh, wait.
Yeah, there's
Still
one who
that.
hasn't run yet.
I'm gonna move my moonbeam over there and take a shot at it with my handy dandy crossbow.
All right.
So then I just clicked out my page. Okay, there we go.
13 hits for 2 damage. All right, and then we go to Derek.
I'm going to stay in the doorway, so I'm going to do this.
Fireball really cleared this area out.
On the one guy straight out in front of me.
Made his save.
No damage.
All right. Starts his turn in the Moonbeam. That's Nautico's Moonbeam that does 8-4, right? 8 points of damage, I think.
Yep.
All right. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Trying to get away. Trying to hide. Trying to put some distance between the ouch. And we go to Marizda.
Is there anybody left? There's nobody in my field. There's nobody in my field of vision, so.
They've all run over here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to do anything. So we're not going to chase after him.
All right. Leela.
Uh,
I'm just going to back up.
what do I want to do?
Break out of the web.
Yeah, I guess I'll use that. What are the options for breaking out of that? Either attack or is there a check?
Yes. DC 13 strength.
Straight strength check?
Yep.
Go with that.
Ooh, so close.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Nautico. You
Okay,
can
I
attempt to
can't
let
really.
them go, or
I mean, yeah. As
You'll-
long as it's not coming and attacking me, I don't. Yeah, it's the mentality for Natako is, kill or be killed. If it comes at you, defend yourself. But if it's not bothering you, leave it alone. So I'm gonna actually. You know what? I can't see anything else, so I'm gonna maybe just move Moonbeam here, but I'm not gonna chase after it.
I'm going to call this fight. I'm going to give you the XP for the ones that ran away, so you don't feel compelled to hunt them down and kill them. Suffice to say, if that's what you want to do, I think at this point you can do it, and you would probably take them out before they had a chance to do too much damage to you. They don't have anything ranged that does damage, only that restrains. The fact is, they had a chance, if they got everybody restrained and started taking them out with advantage attacks, but that didn't happen. So like I said, I'm going to call this fight. But let's give you that sweet, sweet XP for the Eder caps. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them at 4. I'm going to have to bust open a spreadsheet. All right, here we go, spreadsheet. So we got 5 at 450. Equal 450 times 5. That's 2250. Then we had 10 spiders. And the spiders were 200 each. So that's easy. So that's 2,000. That's 4250 equals A3 divided by 7 of you. So let's call that 650 XP each.
All right.
I'm going to clear out all the all the spiders here. Now, there is a column of smoke that is rising up, and you can hear. Well, maybe you don't hear anything. Let me.
Meanwhile, if I can, I walk over and knock the webbing off of someone.
How injured? We're out of turn order, right?
Right, we're out of turn order now.
And do we have 10 minutes before whatever happens?
Within a few minutes, um,
Okay.
it
I'd say no.
goes dark.
Okay. I'd say no then.
The lights go out.
Yeah.
It also turns bitterly cold. Extreme cold. Every hour, you guys are going to have to make a Constitution saving throw and take a level of exhaustion. So the sun has gone away. It is now nighttime, and it has turned from autumn to winter.
Yeah, we pissed someone off.
Great. Back up to 4? Level 4? Let's get the hell
Not a
out
bad
of
idea.
here.
Oh, wait, except our rafts got destroyed.
Wait, how did our rafts get destroyed? Did I miss
Remember,
that?
We failed the
all
skill
those
checks.
rolls.
Oh, right. We can't go back.
You can swim back.
Against the current.
But there were rapids.
Unless they were magic, which is possible. But yeah, I'm going to assume we can't.
So we have to find the portal on this level.
Great. Before someone comes and kills us.
And we don't really have the time to get a short rest in.
Nope.
It's 20 minutes early, and I hate to call it early, but where this is such a major curveball, where we are, you guys are going to be doing the turbo version of level 5. Because instead of meeting and talking to Willow and then her sending you on a quest and then you guys deciding, well, do we really like this person or not? Maybe they're not that cool. You're going straight to the where she's just deciding you're horrible and she's going to try to kill you, and she's not subtle about it. She leverages every advantage she has, and there are a lot of them. More than what you've seen. So, to do this right, because it means more combats. And if we were to start another major combat now, we would probably be going past 10 o'clock anyway. But I think to do it right, give me a week to take all the material that's left and smash it all together into a ball and say, how would I do this as a series of a series of combats, because that's what's warranted. Now, if we want to press on for another 10 or 15 minutes in some exploration of the immediate area, we can do that. So if you guys want to explore, let me open up the doors to this guardhouse down here that you opened. I know that there's something in here of particular interest. So if you look in this room right down here, let me open up the description again. 3B. So you see that the South Guard house down here that Derek just entered, it was barricaded shut from within and required a lot of force to open. But when you got it open, piled behind the door were broken chairs and shattered benches and empty chests. But inside the building, you found another arch gateway. This one is a stone arch. The frame has been carved to look like trunks of trees, and a close inspection reveals the image of a dead tree carved into the keystone.
Hmm. I'm gonna walk back and grab like a
Oh,
branch. Ooh.
I'm sorry. Also, these details, sometimes the most glaring detail they should like put right up front, but they
Yeah,
go and
right.
they tell you about the drapes and the carpet, and then like, oh yeah, and the dead halfling tucked behind an iron stove in the northeast corner. As a halfling in a dead halfling in leather armor, his face twisted into a mask of horror.
That's a great sign.
Right.
All right. Still,
The corpse is wearing a salvageable suit of halfling-sized leather armor. It also clutches a silvered short sword in one hand and a burnt torch stub in the other.
is anyone small enough to wear that armor? We don't have any size small characters, do we?
I guess not. Tabaxis are medium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we're not using that. Um.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say the only person I could think of is maybe Derek, but
he's got something a little better.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up into the other room, and I'm gonna grab a burnt branch from one of these trees that we kind of nuked,
Okay.
and come back down, and where the arch is, um, I don't know. I'm gonna kind of try, just kind of prod around, I guess, hoping that it does something with the branch.
All right. And when you touch the arch with the dead twig, it causes the gate to open. And this is going back to level 2.
Another gate to level 2, huh?
Another gate to level 2.
Um,
Are we gonna have to make sure we own level 2?
yeah, pretty much. Um, might it be a good idea to go to level 2 and heal and stuff?
Yeah. Avoid
Because
being
now that we know about this gate, we can go back and forth, right?
Right. Yeah, this is a two-way gate. All of the gates are two-way, right, Dan?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might want to avoid the impending wrath.
Yeah, at least until we've
I'll be
had the
all right.
opportunity to.
I just hope it doesn't go to the same spot on level 2 that our friends on less level were going to.
Yeah, right. Right. But I'm thinking at least this would give us an opportunity to meet up with the rest of our party next week
Yeah,
and
that's an interesting idea.
just make it so that we're whole. Maybe if we have any healing available. Obviously, we're not ready for a long rest yet, but I don't know. Maybe we could play cards for a day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Let me go
Never
ahead.
done.
No,
And
but we
this,
should be able to go up a level and get a short rest in.
That's true. At least a short rest.
Before all ungodly hell breaks loose.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Let's go through the portal.
all right, I'm just setting up the tokens here. Give me 1 second just to review. I want to make sure I got everybody. It is Marizda, Derek, Leela, Slaw, Nautico, Whisper Tinkle, Orla. I'm missing what? Bob.
Oh, Nightbeard just went through my mind. This level coming through the gate in one spot, and the elves coming from another direction.
Yeah, hopefully not to like the same room. That would be bad. Well, I guess as long as we get to them before they get to Drowtown, we're still in their good graces.
Depending when the door came out. We came out
Okay,
with the temple
so
whiskers.
who steps through the gate first?
I am.
All
You're
right.
injured, not you.
All right, so the first person to pass through the gate triggers an Elder Rune. So let's draw a card from. First of all, how does the rune deck work again? It's been a minute since we've done this. I wanna.
I think it just drag it like any other card.
Right, but okay, all
Well,
right.
let
So
me.
roll any die, and if it's odd, it's a bane. If it's even, it's a boon. All right, so it's a boon. So take a rune deck card, and you get the boon. What'd you get?
See. What did I get? Target can cast the augury spell as an action 3 times with no components and no chance of random reading. I don't know what that spell is.
Right.
So that's allows you to ask the DM questions.
Oh, that could be good.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, but it's like a yes, no, maybe so. It's like a
Right.
magic 8-ball.
Right.
Magic 8-ball
Interesting.
spell. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So that is the Elder Rune we get, and you guys, this is really interesting because now, as part of my DM homework, I knew I was going to have to face this eventually, and this is where I go off book a little bit because there's nothing in Dungeon of the Mad Mage or the companion that I bought that says precisely how you should handle restocking the dungeon. Meaning that it's assumed that as you go on clearing stuff out, moving through it, that creatures wander up from lower levels, Hallister restocks the dungeon, more adventurers come in, power
Sure.
factions that that have been disrupted, change. Maybe the Legion of Azrock has expanded its territory because you've decimated House Ovrindar. Um, all that. So I'm gonna have to spend some time looking here at level 2, and even possibly going back to the recorded game and trying to find our time on level 2, so that I can remember some of the events of what happened, and I can start to formulate an idea of how this level has evolved since last you were here. In case you do any serious exploration here. Maybe you even decide that you want to go back up to the surface and spend some of your money or sell some of your magic items and things like
That's not
that.
the worst idea.
You are fairly close up here at this point. So again, these are some interesting questions. That this is the first time I'm running, obviously two Dungeon and the Mad Mage groups, and this is the first time anybody's moved backwards. So it's real interesting, and so when you do move forward, I wonder if I haven't scared you off of level 5 to so much that you'll. But I think you have to.
Well, yeah, we have to eventually.
Yeah, you don't. Well, you did find gates that took you deeper than level
That's
5.
true. That's true. We could
Yes.
skip it.
Are we that brave? I think
Did
so.
did we find one that takes us to 6? That would be my question.
There's a. I think my companion has a section on it that shows where all the maps go. I'm looking for the page right now. I'm gonna look for. See if I can give you this graphic. pretty sure it's on here. Yep, there it is. All right.
You got some research to do this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot. So I'm gonna show you this. This is the level, the map of the gates of Undermountain. It's a little convoluted to look at it first when you look at it, but I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to show you this. This is all the maps. So on level 2, there are gates to level 4, level 5, and level 6.
Okay.
So you could give level 5 a pass if you decided that after you saw the Willow Druid person that you didn't even get the pleasure of meeting, instantly changed it from day to night and from autumn to winter. You decide that you don't want to have anything of what she's got in store for you, then you could decide to move on. So this is interesting.
Not unless we have really good cold weather gear.
Well, yeah, and if we've got our full party, if we get a chance to short rest,
Right.
decide what to do next week, I guess.
Yeah, this is terribly interesting. I've got a lot of interesting homework you guys are leaving me with this week. I've got to like I said, I'm gonna have to come back and listen. I'm just based on what tokens are left. Was level 2? No, level 2 wasn't Drown Town. I think that was level 3.
I don't remember.
Level 2 had a lot of Xanathar Guild, and then it had that Goblin Market.
Yeah, that's right.
So was the Drow town that we just were in, was that to level 3 then where the Drow was? You were saying the Drows were linked, right?
I have to, yeah, I have to go back and look
Yeah.
at the starting conditions for level 2, the ending conditions for level 2, and then come up with some post-ending conditions for level 2. Fascinating stuff. All right, guys,
Yeah.
I love it. You always keep me guessing. I love it. So we end up, we'll call it here 5 minutes early. For lack of just dragging it out the few last minutes when we don't really have too many directions we can go without me doing my footwork first. So everybody here, we'll see next week, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Right on.
awesome. All right, great. Thank you all so much. And we will catch you in the chat during the week.
All right. I don't think I want to miss next week.
Nope, definitely don't want to miss next week.
Now this is where
Cool.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage is gonna force me to go off book and do a little bit more ad lib kind of improv DMing. I think. So far I've been able to follow the book very rigidly. So I'm gonna have to flex my improv muscles. All right, everybody, have yourselves a good one.
You too, bud.
We'll talk
Thanks,
to you
guys.
later.
Good night.
See you guys.